Oh, early in the AM. What's up, y'all? I gotta get up. Shit. I used to be up about 5 or 6, man. What I just stayed in the bed. I don't know. It's just energy out here, man. I'm gone. Listen, look. Let me share something with you right quick. Um, if you try, look, if you listening to some of my videos, if you listen to some of my videos, and you hear me slur my speech or could barely say something, listen, I'm forcing that shit out. I'm forcing things out. You see, certain things that something in me is trying to prevent me from talking about. You see, and first of all, I say about 85% of the shit I'm saying is about myself, period. You see, it's about myself. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, or if you don't know where I'm at in my world, you see, just listen and try to decipher it, because I talk like this because no matter, I mean, I've been doing this for years, but it's like not on camera though. But no matter what I say or how I say it, you see, I won't have nobody to ask me a question about what I'm saying. You see, I ain't never had that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I be trying to say to people. You see, only information I receive from the questions that I ask is in the spirit. It comes down and then I be edified by the spirit. People they don't talk. I don't get nothing from people. You see what I'm saying? Because they put their own understanding inside of it. Now you do have some that, like, I'm drawn to something, and then I'll go to my YouTube page or go to my Facebook page or whatever, and I'll scroll up, however it may be, and then people be talking about some shit. I'll be like, oh shit, damn. You know, and sometimes I be thinking they be talking about me because the shit be so motherfucking tight, but I can't like comment on they shit or however it may be, because I don't know. It's like, you know how many people call me a troll? I just learned what a troll was last year, and I still don't understand it. But people be like, a lot of women, they talk to women, and if you're on that motherfucker, and if you're not all polished up and shit, you're gonna be a troll. Especially if they go to your profile page and then pay attention and they see what you're talking about, and it's contrary to what they're saying. Oh my God. They will call you a devil. They be saying all type of horrible shit about you, and you're dirty, you're dusty, your teeth yellow. These people are, I mean, but listen, but they be talking positive shit. they be saying positive stuff. But they will rip your ass apart if you don't look right and you on their shit. This is why I don't fuck with people. You see, this is why I don't fuck with people. I mean, I do, you know what I'm saying, just to listen, because I'm a human being and I need human act. I mean, you know what I'm trying to say, shit. I need to be around human beings. I need to hear them react, you know what I'm saying, to me, you know what I'm saying, however it may be, you know. I just want to see how they respond, you see, without, because listen, I grew up where I always had to fight people for some reason. You see, I'm fighting demons and elements and all these other type of shit for no goddamn reason. You see, there's no reason why I'm fighting these people. You see, and I bring these people into my world. You see, I don't never go out into, you know, and get in somebody else's world. They come into my motherfucking world. You see, and a lot of them met me in my development, or met me in my, you know, in my contractions. You see what I'm saying? You see, but I'm a human being and I'm not hidden. You see, people would say to you, hide out, go back into the womb and develop more. And then when you finish, you birth out, you see, and then, you have a mother and the father right there waiting on you to swallow you and shit like that. No, if I come in, that's go in that womb and I come out that goddamn womb, I'm just going to be a baby on the motherfucking ground. You know what I'm saying? And there ain't going to be no motherfucker around there to cut my motherfucking cord. You see? There ain't going to be nobody to cut that cord. So I will be right on that motherfucking ground dying. You see, there will be nobody. And then, if I'm an infant and I got the power of sight and I can turn around and see where I come from, it won't be nobody. It won't be nobody there. You see, it's like they dropped me off and cut the fuck out. You see, and that's how it always been. That's how it always been. You see. And so it's like, so when I hear people talking and they saying certain things and then they'll say something about me, but they'll say it to somebody else. They won't talk to me for some reason, but they'll say to somebody else, and then that person will come and say it to me. Like I tell them, I say, why don't answer them? Don't answer. Ask them how come they can't say something to that person. You see? Because sometimes, like myself, if I've been watching people, however maybe, and then they just pop up and say something, I get excited like a little kid or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for real though, because it's like, oh shit, somebody talking to a motherfucker. I mean, whatever, I will get excited and shit. You see what I'm saying? And I'll probably start stuttering and going all the other places and shit where I don't need to be, because it's like, it's like, this is a weird thing. You see, and people, it's like they not understanding. It's like I literally came up from the goddamn dirt, from the goddamn ground. And I'm literally trying to, like, live my life. You see? I'm literally trying to live this new thing that's inside of me. I'm trying to live, as you see. And people read these things in books. But I'm one of few who's on camera talking about it. There are people who's going through the same thing I'm going through, but they're not on camera. They're probably hidden it somewhere in their house because they're afraid to come out into the motherfucking world. You see? It's hell of us out here. You see? And it's scary, man. It's scary because the shit that's given to us is in part in everybody's book, but it's just a natural thing. It's like some type of ancestor or something came down and said, like, nigga, here, take all this. And we sitting up here like, well, goddamn. Well, no instructions? Well, who you be? You know what I'm saying? I mean, they don't give you shit. They just tell you to breathe in it. You see? Just breathe in what was given. And so you breathing in what was given and shit, and everybody calling you a devil and demon and dusty, and you don't know what you're talking about. Read the book and all this other. They will fight you because you're not reading what they reading. Somebody said, aren't you an Israelite? I said, well, shit, I went through my struggles. You can call me what you want to call me. You see, shit, hell, how can you not call me a Hebrew Israelite? You know what I'm saying? What, do they all read books? So so if they all read, look, the window that I come from, we recognize where we're at. I don't know what the books say. I did in the 80s. I knew what the books say from the beginning to the end. You see? I knew all that. But what was breathing me, it ain't show me nothing but a womb, creation, and this false body that want me to call it daddy. This false body that I was under. that I'm under. You see? That made me, that put me in a situation to where I had to depend on him. But at the same time, receiving money from the blood that was shed from my ancestors. Listen, I ain't complaining. Listen, I ain't complaining. It just opened the door to where I could learn who I am. I could learn myself. You see, I don't know if anybody else out here, is getting stuff or receiving certain things, from the spirit and from something that your mind is producing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, listen. I don't look. Only thing I know is that we supposed to, we receive from the sun and the moon and water, you know what I'm saying? And we learn from the negative energy that's coming from 528. You see? Hertz. You see? And that's it. You see? People saying 528 is a positive number, but it's negative. And it's love. It's love. It's energetic. It grounds you to the major positive. You see? It literally grounds you. But people say negative is a bad thing. Look, I don't know. I always say to hell with the words. I just know what was given and what I experienced. You see? But my main thing of what I was trying to say to the peoples is, what I was trying to say to y'all is, you can't, just because you think you have more or you doing well in the world and you feel like God had done this for you, don't look at me like I'm some low motherfucker and don't know what to do, however it may be, because you listening to all these other crooks. You don't know they crooks. You just listen to how well the crook is talking, but you don't know they crooks. You see, when a motherfucker been living half a century, he knows something. You see what I'm saying? All this, you've been listening to these people way before you was born. I know who they are. You see, but you have to study Satan and how Satan moves. You see, figure out if you getting your shit from Satan or you getting your stuff from the Most High. You got to figure that out. You see, because it's going to hit you. It's going to hit you in the long run. See, you thinking you cool. As soon as you start thinking you comfortable and you start dressing and dressing and then making yourself look artificial, because that's what it's going to do. It do everybody like that. This is how you know. This is Hesaton's world. You see, or Hesaton's bless you, because when you start getting all this money and shit, you ain't going to know what to do with it. So you're going to take it and you're going to start covering yourself. Your soul is going to start redesigning itself, you see, and then you're going to start looking like a mannequin, a puppet, and everything that Hesaton is out in this world. You're going to start looking phony. Everything about you is going to be artificial. You see what I'm saying? Why you still talking the same shit that you're talking about, and you're gonna have followers that's gonna be just like you, gonna dress like you, gonna think like you, gonna act like you. You see what I'm saying? That's the objective. You see, that's the objective from your blessings. You see, but what I'm trying to say to you, you see, your shit sound just like the real shit. You see. But the real shit comes grimy, kind of like, you see. And so, while you cutie pie, you see, male and female, while you cutie pie and shit, you see, There's motherfuckers, they got the same understanding, but with Dusty. What y'all call them, dusty old motherfuckers and shit? What you call them, bad teeth and shit? You see, you know, you got these grown men be looking at you and shit. You know, they be wanting to see some cutie pie in you, so they can pause and shit, and then start thinking different because you cute, you know, or you got a big house and you got material things and shit. You see, they always go to the superficial shit. This is what these beings do. You see, this is what these beings do. This is why when you hear them and they saying all this type of truth, beware. You see, beware. You see, beware. You see, because they're gonna start imitating the motherfuckers who they say they hate. You see, they going in the wrong direction. You see, but they was introduced to people under. You see, real motherfuckers that's under, but they don't listen because all this superficial shit got them blind. You see, so when a motherfucker come with the clouds, you know, and start deciphering these clouds, you know, you'll start understanding what a motherfucker be meaning. You see, you're not ready. You see, you sound good. You sound good to most of the elders and shit. You on the right track, but but the people have to let you be. You see, you have to let you be and let you walk that path. You created it. This is your kingdom. You're going to walk that path, you see, but you're not being smart. You're not being smart. You don't know where that seed comes from and that root and where it's at. You see, that motherfucker is still grimy. You looking up there where it's all beautiful and shit at. You see what I'm saying? You see, but it's one thing that can strike that motherfucker. It's called lightning. You know, fire and ice. You know, now you have to figure out who these motherfuckers are down here. They got the power of fire and ice. See, you got to figure that out. You see what I'm saying? You know, because your tree is a beautiful tree. You see, you know, and they got fruits and shit all on it. You see, but you have to figure out who the motherfuckers are with the fire and ice. You see, you know. And it has ridges and points and shit, you know, you know, comes down like that and shit and split the motherfucker in half and shit, and all your whole thing is gone. It disappeared. It went somewhere because you down here. See, you don't have a negative. You only have a positive. You see, you forgot about the grimy in the roots and shit down there up under the soil. You forgot all about it, nigga. You see. You forgot all about those things, you know what I'm saying? So you gonna just talk your ass off. You see, males and the females, they just talk their ass off and things and shit, you see. You know, they just be talking shit and I be sitting up here like, y'all better be cool. Not in this atmosphere. It was good to do it in the early 2000s and shit, but you have to be careful out here because there was a gate that was open. I know you don't know it. You don't know these things. You know, people, not too many people talking about it. It's the metaphysical world that's talking about it. But you got gates that's open and shit came through. You see, somebody opened the gate, nigga, and he looked like you. You see, you know, he got keys and shit. You see, he got keys. He be opening these gates and shit. You see. And these motherfuckers look just like him and they hunt just like he hunts. You see, you don't know. You see, you don't know because see, you too busy reading down to somebody else's checks and shit. You see somebody else's book. You see, instead of paying attention to the power in the strength of the grounds that you walk on. You see, there's things here. You see, you don't know about. You think you know, but you ain't ready for the arrival of it. You're not ready for it. You see, you're not ready for it, but you better put yourself in gear. That's all I'm saying to you. Put yourself in gear. You see, and stop trying to clown people because they got on flesh. You see, that's what's wrong with you. Y'all be trying to hurt people because y'all be thinking y'all be making it in the world and y'all got all these material things and you call it blessings, but you be hurting people. You see, you be hurting people when you get up there. You be calling them names and all this other type of shit. Your shit can be snatched, nigga. You don't see, your shit can be snatched. Look at that dollar bill and see if it look, the face on that motherfucker and see if it look like you. You see, if it don't look like you, nigga, you have to use your pose. Don't lose your pose or you're going to lose your life.